go live. But, you know, there's no commercials.
Right.
You can swear.
Who do you do it with?
Well, like tonight we have Gilbert.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Usually we do it on a college campus, so we have a couple of the local college celebrities, you know, the students.
Professors,
well,
students.
a student, a professor, and then, you know, we usually, maybe the local congressman, Joe Lockhart, the president's press secretary, did it for us at UPenn.
And do you have to pay someone like Gilbert for this? Or
Yes.
I see, so it's a paid gig.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Gilbert doesn't do anything yet.
Yeah.
And you do a little stand-up?
I do stand-up, and then we do the panel, and we do Q&A, too.
And a lot
really
of the students, a lot of the female students have said, some have said, that you are a misogynist and homophobic. Isn't that true? You've been accused of that?
Well, I am a little homophobic, but I'm certainly not a misogynist.
Are you homophobic?
Well, yes. I don't want to touch other men.
You don't?
I don't want to see them kissing.
Right.
But see, I think that makes me more tolerant because
why don't you want to see them kissing? What is uncomfortable in that about you?
You can look away.
Well, I don't understand that.
I just find it icky.
Are you afraid you'd fall into the lifestyle?
Of course not.
I mean, here you are taking your shirt off.
Will you get a massage from a man?
No.
No. Me neither. I'm with you on that.
I don't even want a man bringing me lunch. I just find it icky.
Fred, kiss me. Let's icky it up right now. All right, listen.
You've never had any close encounters, have you?
No.
Were you ever raped as a young man at 10 years old and liked it?
No.
Our next guest.
Unfortunately, my parents never found me attractive.
No, but in all seriousness, I don't understand that.
Jackie like that.
I don't like seeing I don't even like seeing heterosexual couples kiss, but it doesn't offend me if I see two men kissing. I could care less.
Come on, honestly.
It doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't offend me, but I don't want to see it.
You don't?
No, like I don't want to see toilet humor.
Why, you do toilet humor.
What are you talking about?
I don't.
You don't?
Humor.
Toilet humor? No.
What is toilet humor?
Jokes about going to the bathroom.
No, there's nothing funny
like
about that?
Like stuff in the Farrelly Brothers stuff, I can't take.
You're not.
No, I'm very anal about potty stuff.
You should write him a letter.
Yeah.
It'll end up on the show. All right, listen, Bill. It's always great seeing you.
Oh, sure, for you. For you, it's great.
You're fine, believe me. You'll get over it.
From the pen.
I predict you'll be back at some point.
Oh, I hope. He always feels better months later.
I'm going to L.A. soon. I'm going to look you up.
Actually, that young lady, I'm not sure who she is, but she did sound sincere, and I would like to say she held her gun. She has some, I think, intestinal fortitude and some morals and some principles. She wouldn't let them do that, and I think that should be commended. There's a movie I just saw. We did a show about it. It's going to be on next week called The Contender. Have you seen this?
Good?
I haven't seen it yet.
Excellent.
I heard it's great.
And
good
it's
reviews.
all about what we're talking about. It's sort of a Clarence Thomas, Bill Clinton composite, and she plays a female who's nominated for the vice president's position because the vice president dies, and they do to her what they always do to people.
Bring out dirt.
Bring out dirt, and she will not say yes or no. And boy, this is really some dirty stuff they have on her.
I see. Also, getting a good review. What? Oh, you're back? Oh, here we go.
They've agreed to...
oh, get out of here with that. That's all right, fine. Okay, leave them alone.
Now
leave them
they're
alone.
agreed to read the letter.
You see, nobody
really
has any
funny,
integrity.
Howard. It's
All right,
funny.
get out of here. Go ahead. Leave Bill alone. Bill's head's ready to explode from today.
Do you spank women?
Yeah.
That's very...
That's a yes.
That's a yes, okay. So you like spanking chicks.
Well, there's certain
I don't get into
moments.
the spanking. I don't get into the spanking. I don't get it.
Girl's been a bad girl.
There's
I don't
certain
get
moments when it's appropriate.
Right.
Not hard.
Right.
But, I mean...
When you're behind them...
The best lovemaking has to be a combination between the tender and the little bit rougher.
Are you a good lover after all this
at
practice?
the height of passion, the line between pleasure and pain is a little blurred.
When you're with somebody brand new, though, can't you finish very fast because it's just so exciting?
No, I want to make it last longer.
You want to, but sometimes you can't help it.
Well, at our age?
Yes.
Really,
not that I would know.
You still have problems with premature...
No, not premature, but you know what I'm saying. It could be that exciting. I'm like a 19-year-old.
No, I think lovemaking is a wonderful sort
What do you do? Do you think about garbage?
Friendly...
How do you hold off?
I mean, practice over all the years.
Practice.
I mean,
all right.
All right,
that's a good answer.
I mean, she should try to be making you come, and you should be trying to not do that. And that's the wonderful little...
that's how you do
That's
it.
the dance.
Oh, I didn't realize.
That's the dance.
No one ever explained that to me.
She's trying her hardest to make you
orgasm,
and you're trying to hold it back.
Right, okay.
And therefore,
I learn something new every day.
See? It's a good thing he came in.
I thought it was all about my pleasure.
And when you finally do, then you say to her, you won.
Did you watch the video, Pamela Lee and her husband Tommy?
I've seen it, yes.
You did?
Yeah.
So you did look at that.
Yeah.
You're not above that.
It was boring.
Boring.
Don't you think?
Didn't you think?
It was a whole movie of some...
Don't you think she's great sexually? Don't you think the way she was
Were you surprised?
doing them in the car?
There was some highlights.
Oh, dude, come on.
I don't remember the car. I remember the boat.
That's too good for you.
I remember
the boat was romantic.
The boat was hysterical.
Come on, they're naked.
boat
They're,
was freeze
look at the fun they're having.
Yeah.
Do you have that kind of fun? You must.
Do you ever do that?
I don't remember ever being on a boat and having sex.
Oh,
No.
really?
I think I'd probably throw up.
Because I thought that was kind of wild, and you decided we're going to rent a boat for your birthday, and I'll take you out. And
Oh, and he's banging her.
A boat, but they were like at Lake Mead. It was like the worst trip I've ever seen in my life. It was a
Come on, you got a
boring
naked, they're jumping in the water naked.
Please.
Bro, you and I got two different views of this.
He's watching for the plot.
I think
Yeah,
this is the
what do you expect to
That
happen?
was a really budget vacation.
Put yourself in his shoes.
This is what
Yeah.
he says for, the public audience. When you get him alone and you have one of those guy conversations, completely
great.
different.
Why?
No,
What do
he's
you
pretty
say?
honest.
No.
He's
No,
honest.
no.
What are you saying? What are
If
you-
you would sit there, if you were standing there looking at the video with Howard, the conversation would be different.
Did
That's-
Tommy... You got to admit, she handled...
Yeah.
Tommy was large, and she
What?
handled him beautifully.
What?
I mean, come on, she's a pro.
Okay.
I mean, first of all, you see him, you see her, you go, wow, she can really handle that.
Most
Right.
of it was them, like, do you have the car keys,
What,
honey,
you
and they're
fast forward through
driving. And
that.
Yeah, who watches
Come on, I'm not
that
talking about
part?
that part.
Come on.
I have to watch the whole thing.
But you
I didn't think there was that
Credit where
much
credit is
good
due.
stuff. I mean, if you want to, like, spank the bishop, to do it to something, that's professionally made for that
I was
purpose.
shocked that actually they show the Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee video in hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
know.
that's
Isn't
not good
that-
spanking
that's
material.
Amazing.
It is not good spanking material, you're right.
But,
All right.
I'm looking forward to Halloween because it's the one day I can buy porn.
Why?
Because I can wear a mask.
Let me tell you what I got going on Halloween. You're going to be impressed with this. We
You
have-
might want to come back into town.
Yeah, Halloween, somewhere in the tri-state area, I am hiding a woman. Whoever in the audience finds her first can have her.
What do you mean hiding a woman? Where?
She is going to be somewhere in the tri-state area. We're going to...
There's
Have a
clues?
scavenger
And
hunt.
there's going to be clues,
Oh.
and whoever finds her has sex with her.
Wow, and she's already agreed to
Yes,
that.
she has.
So she's a prostitute.
No, she's a porno star.
Oh. It's a
Not
quite
the same.
Quite a subtle difference.
She's a star,
I see.
okay? She's not some prostitute.
But it
She's
is,
a star.
it is interesting, though, that you can pay someone to have sex on film, and that's legal.
Right.
But if you're not on film, it's prostitution.
Makes
you can
no
be
sense.
arrested for
Makes
it.
no sense.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
See, if I ever run for office, I'm going to be a one-issue candidate. That will be my one issue.
Have you ever paid for it?
Yes.
You have.
Was that
Yeah.
an experiment?
Where
it
did you
was
go?
exactly an experiment.
What do you mean an experiment?
I wanted to see what it was like.
The great Albert Einstein experiment. This is some experiment.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Really?
Yeah,
How long
just
ago was this?
Like 3 years ago.
Really?
3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Where did you go?
I right at my house, and it was like
You called a service?
no, somebody I knew, and there was like
A guy you know?
yeah, it was like 3 or 4 times over the course of a month.
No kidding.
Yeah, I wanted to
Really?
see what it was like. I hated it.
It was no good. No passion.
First of all, on a couple of the occasions, the girls I didn't like what they looked like. And then I didn't want to insult them, so I wound up having sex with girls who I didn't want to have sex with and paying them.
Because there was no way to see in advance what you were getting. You
Right.
describe on the phone. And when
It
the girls
wasn't
walk
on the
in, when they
phone.
were like, oh, Bill Maher, the TV guy.
Well, no, they were young. I don't think they cared or knew or whatever.
Right.
But also, I just hated the idea that anyone was having sex with me for any other reason that they really wanted to have sex with
Was
me.
the notion romantic, like, oh, it'll be like Pretty Woman, this really hot chick's going to walk in, we'll start taking a bath together?
Well,
Or
Really?
had someone
didn't-
highly recommended it to you? Did they talk it up and say they enjoyed it?
I just had read so much about it with Charlie Sheen and people and celebrities and
Was this a high-class call girl, though? Like, like the Charlie Sheen type?
Like a mid-level, like an Oldsmobile.
What do you
I
pay-
didn't say it was a Maserati, but it
What do you
wasn't a
pay?
Yugo.
What do you pay a chick who comes up? What does she do? She just gives you intercourse, right? And oral sex.
I don't remember. It was.
But what
it
do you
was
pay?
bad.
Was it over $100?
Oh yeah.
Like 500?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Like,
And you get a lot of hot chicks, so it had to
I
be
just
for you.
wanted to see what it was like. It was terrible.
And you tried it a couple of times to
Yeah.
say, hey, maybe I do like
like
this.
3 or 4 times.
Because it
Why
would be
would
great.
you try it 3 or 4 times?
Because what? Maybe the first one was just an anomaly, and she was terrible and no good. And but
Do you get into relationships at all with women, or are you just about
course.
straight sex? You do. Like you'll see a woman for a year, maybe, or 2 years,
or more?
or more,
Yeah.
and not see anyone else.
No, not that.
Oh, you'll never get into that.
Not that.
And you're up front of it.
Well, I used to in the old days,
When he
but
wrote
not
letters,
for many years.
But do you ever find yourself, hey, I'm feeling attached to this woman, I don't want to be with someone else? Do you ever find that?
You know, I was in a long relationship in my mid-30s, and when that ended, I never really had the urge to be
Monogamous.
or very, 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 very deeply involved with
But if it's a girl that you really like and you say, gee, it means I might lose her, you don't care.
I can't. No,
I can't do it.
I can't do it anymore. I mean, maybe someday in my life I'll
yeah, when you get old and infirm and...
When you need someone to take care of you.
Oh.
All right, there you go. All right, I got to take it. We've been talking for an hour straight.
And
that's against the rule.
What happened?
Anna Nicole Smith. What do you think of that?
I think she deserves every penny.
Yeah, I mean, anybody, all strippers are rejoicing. It's great. I mean, why not? She got some old coot.
You know what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know, she got him right at the right time. You know, one foot on a banana peel, the other already in the...
Yeah, and then, like, you know, I got some dough. It makes it possible for me to get dates. You know what I mean? It may looks good. Gives every girl hope.
I said that was the day to go to a strip club.
You could have so much more than I ever had.
Really?
Yes, you could have...
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Have you done multiple?
Well, I think you are your own worst enemy with that, but you could. Don't doubt that.
You think I could? You think I could?
I've heard girls talk about you.
Really? Where are they? Why can't you have them call me?
Come on, you've got to be kidding.
Why don't you coach me? Would you become my coach?
It would not take much.
Really?
It would be like writing Pete Rose's name on the lineup card.
You're very kind.
I'm not very kind.
Let him have the women, though?
What's that?
Do you really think you could, like, step back and let him have...
I finally started talking to a woman. He moved right in on her. She was already looking at him.
Oh, please.
Stole my woman.
Right into attack mode.
You're richer, you're famouser, you're, in the eyes of the media and stuff, cooler. You have this rock star thing going on.
No.
Howard, I don't know why you put up this front. The only reason I could think is because you're afraid you'll lose that little bit of vulnerability you have.
No.
As the guy who can't get women.
No,
but, you know, it's not true.
One more thing, Bill. How many women have you had in bed at once?
Yeah, we need to know that. 3?
I've never had 3 women in bed at once, no.
2.
I've had 2 in bed at once.
Stop it, 2, huh?
Oh, you know what? I respect you for
Not very often.
It's too much. 1 is better anyway.
Was it any good? You didn't like that either?
You know what? It's better for the ego than it is for the actual sex.
There you go.
It's a better idea. But then again, I haven't had it enough to really... I think I have to check it out a few
know what? I smell an experiment coming.
Yeah, I would love to.
I really do.
I'd love to smell that experiment.
Time to experiment. Call us after your experiment,
I'd like to see the Bunsen burner explode right out of the lab.
Anyway, Bill Maher's show is called Politically Incorrect.
That's right.
And that's it. We'll be back.